Welcome to the fascinating world of volcanoes. These fiery mountains have captured human imagination for centuries, shaping landscapes and influencing cultures around the globe. In this video, we'll journey through the science, history, and impact of volcanoes, uncovering what makes them both awe-inspiring and dangerous. From their explosive eruptions to their role in creating new land, volcanoes are powerful forces of nature. Let's begin our adventure by understanding what a volcano actually is and why they exist in certain parts of the world. Volcano is essentially an opening in the Earth's crust where molten rock, ash, and gases escape from below the surface. These eruptions can be gentle or explosive depending on the type of volcano and the materials involved. Volcanoes are found on land and under the sea, forming islands and mountains. Their eruptions can create fertile soils but also pose risks to nearby communities. Understanding the basic structure of a volcano helps us appreciate their complexity and the reasons behind their dramatic displays. Let's break down the main parts of a volcano. At the core is the magma chamber where molten rock collects. The vent is the pathway through which magma travels to the surface. When it erupts, magma becomes lava. The crater is the bowl-shaped opening at the top, and some volcanoes have secondary vents on their sides. These features work together to create the dramatic eruptions we often see in documentaries and news reports. Volcanoes come in several shapes and sizes. The three main types are shield, composite or stratovolcano, and cinder cone. Shield volcanoes have gentle slopes and produce slow-moving lava flows. Composite volcanoes are tall and steep, known for their explosive eruptions. Cinder cones are smaller, with steep sides built from ash and rock fragments. Each type forms under different geological conditions and produces unique eruption style. Volcanoes are born where the Earth's tectonic plates meet or move apart. When plates collide, one may sink beneath the other, melting into magma. When plates pull apart, magma rises to fill the gap. Sometimes magma pushes through weak spots in the crust, creating volcanoes far from plate boundaries. These processes take thousands to millions of years, shaping the planet's surface in dramatic ways. One of the most famous volcanic regions is the Ring of Fire, a horseshoe-shaped area around the Pacific Ocean. This zone is home to about 75% of the world's active volcanoes and frequent earthquakes. Countries like Japan, Indonesia, and the United States, especially Alaska and Hawaii, experience regular volcanic activity due to the movement of tectonic plates in this region. Volcanoes aren't just found on land, they also exist beneath the oceans. In fact, most volcanic activity happens underwater along mid-ocean ridges. These submarine volcanoes create new ocean floor and sometimes form islands when eruptions break the surface. Famous examples include the Hawaiian Islands, which began as underwater volcanoes and grew into lush, habitable land. Not all volcanic eruptions are the same. Some volcanoes erupt with slow, steady lava flows while others explode violently, sending ash and rocks high into the sky. The style of eruption depends on the magma's composition, gas content, and the structure of the volcano. Understanding these differences helps scientists predict potential hazards and protect nearby communities. Magma is molten rock beneath the Earth's surface. When it erupts, it's called lava. Lava can be thick and slow or thin and fast depending on its chemical makeup. Some lavas flow for miles while others cool quickly and form jagged rocks. The type of lava affects the shape of the volcano and the landscape it creates. Volcanic ash is made of tiny rock and glass particles blasted into the air during eruptions. Ash clouds can travel thousands of miles, disrupting air travel and affecting weather. On the ground, ash can damage crops, buildings, and even cause health problems if inhaled. Despite these dangers, ash also enriches soil, making land more fertile over time. During eruptions, volcanoes release gases like water vapor, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. These gases can create acid rain, affect climate, and pose health risks to people and animals. Scientists monitor volcanic gases to predict eruptions and understand their impact on the environment. One of the most dangerous volcanic hazards is the pyroclastic flow, a fast-moving cloud of hot gas, ash, and rock that races down the volcano's slopes. These flows can destroy everything in their path and are often responsible for the greatest loss of life during eruptions. Their speed and temperature make them nearly impossible to outrun. Lahars are volcanic mud flows created when ash and debris mix with water, often from rain or melting snow. These fast-moving rivers of mud can bury towns and farmland, causing widespread destruction. Lahars can travel many miles from the volcano, making them a serious threat even after an eruption has ended. Mount Vesuvius in Italy is one of the world's most famous volcanoes. Its eruption in 79 AD buried the Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum under ash and pumice, preserving them for centuries. Today, Vesuvius is closely monitored as millions of people live nearby. Its history reminds us of the power and unpredictability of volcanoes. Mount St. Helens in the United States erupted dramatically in 1980, blasting away the mountain's summit and sending ash across the country. The eruption destroyed forests, reshaped the landscape, and provided scientists with valuable data on volcanic processes. Today, the area is a living laboratory for studying how nature recovers after such a powerful event. Krakatoa, located in Indonesia, erupted in 1883 with one of the most violent explosions in recorded history. The eruption generated massive tsunamis and changed global weather patterns for years. The island itself was largely destroyed, but new volcanic islands have since formed in its place, showing how volcanoes can both destroy and create. Mauna Loa in Hawaii is the world's largest active volcano. Its gentle slopes are typical of shield volcanoes, and its eruptions produce vast rivers of lava. Mauna Loa's activity has shaped the Hawaiian Islands and continues to add new land to the archipelago. Scientists closely monitor its eruptions to protect local communities. Eyjafjallajökull in Iceland erupted in 2010, sending ash clouds across Europe and grounding thousands of flights. The eruption highlighted how even distant volcanoes can disrupt modern life. Iceland's unique geology, sitting atop a tectonic boundary, makes it a hotspot for volcanic activity and a center for scientific research. Throughout history, volcanoes have influenced civilizations. Ancient peoples worshipped volcanoes as gods, fearing and respecting their power. Eruptions have destroyed cities, altered climates, and even contributed to the fall of empires. Today, we study volcanoes to better understand their impact and to protect ourselves from future disasters. Many cultures have myths and legends about volcanoes. For example, the ancient Greeks believed that the god Hephaestus worked his forge beneath Mount Etna. In Hawaii, Pele is the goddess of volcanoes and fire. These stories reflect humanity's attempt to explain and cope with the unpredictable power of volcanoes. Volcanic eruptions can influence the Earth's climate. Large eruptions release ash and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and cooling the planet. The 1815 eruption of Mount Tambora caused the year without a summer, leading to crop failures and famine. While these effects are temporary, they show how volcanoes can impact global weather. Despite their dangers, volcanoes create some of the world's most fertile soils. Ash and lava break down over time, releasing nutrients that support lush plant growth. Many agricultural regions like those around Mount Etna and the Andes owe their productivity to ancient volcanic eruptions. Volcanoes are builders as well as destroyers. When lava cools and solidifies, it creates new land. The Hawaiian Islands, for example, were formed entirely by volcanic activity. Even today, eruptions continue to add land to coastlines and islands, demonstrating the creative power of volcanoes. Scientists use a variety of tools to monitor volcanoes, including seismographs, gas sensors, and satellite imagery. By tracking changes in ground movement, gas emissions, and temperature, they can often predict eruptions and warn nearby communities. Early warning systems have saved countless lives in recent decades. Living near a volcano requires preparation. People should have emergency plans, know evacuation routes, and keep supplies ready. Authorities provide alerts and guidance during eruptions. Understanding the risks and following safety advice can make a big difference when a volcano becomes active. Many people are drawn to volcanoes for their beauty and excitement. Volcano tourism is popular in places like Hawaii, Iceland, and Italy. Visitors can hike on volcanic slopes, see lava flows, and learn about geology. While thrilling, it's important to respect safety rules and local guidelines to avoid danger. Volcanoes aren't unique to Earth. Other planets and moons in our solar system have volcanoes too. For example, Jupiter's moon Io is the most volcanically active body in the solar system, with hundreds of erupting volcanoes. Studying these extraterrestrial volcanoes helps scientists understand how planets evolve. Supervolcanoes are rare but incredibly powerful. They can produce eruptions thousands of times larger than typical volcanoes. The Yellowstone caldera in the United States is a famous example. While supervolcano eruptions are extremely rare, their effects could be global, impacting climate and life on Earth. Some volcanoes form far from tectonic plate boundaries, above hotspots in the Earth's mantle. Hotspots are areas where plumes of hot rock rise toward the surface, melting the crust and creating volcanoes. The Hawaiian Islands are a classic example of hotspot volcanism, with new islands forming as the Pacific Plate moves over the hotspot. Volcanic eruptions and earthquakes are closely linked. Both are caused by the movement of tectonic plates. Earthquakes often occur before eruptions as magma forces its way upward, cracking the surrounding rock. Monitoring seismic activity is a key part of volcano prediction and safety. Some volcanic eruptions trigger tsunamis, especially when they occur near or under the ocean. The collapse of volcanic islands or underwater explosions can displace huge amounts of water, sending waves across oceans. The 1883 Krakatoa eruption is a famous example, with tsunamis causing widespread devastation. Volcanic eruptions can be devastating for wildlife, destroying habitats and causing mass extinctions. However, over time, new ecosystems emerge on fresh volcanic land. Plants and animals gradually return, and some species even thrive in volcanic environments, showing nature's resilience. People living near volcanoes have learned to adapt. They build homes on safer ground, use volcanic soil for farming, and develop early warning systems. Communities often have strong cultural ties to their volcanoes, celebrating them in festivals and traditions while respecting their power. Volcanoes are a source of geothermal energy. Hot rocks beneath the surface heat water, creating steam that can be used to generate electricity. Countries like Iceland and New Zealand harness this clean, renewable energy to power homes and industries, showing how volcanoes can benefit society. Volcanoes have inspired artists for centuries. Paintings, sculptures, and literature capture their beauty and power. From ancient pottery to modern photography, volcanoes are a symbol of nature's creativity and unpredictability, sparking imagination and awe in people around the world. Modern technology has revolutionized how we study volcanoes. Drones, satellites, and remote sensors provide real-time data on eruptions and ground movement. This technology helps scientists predict eruptions more accurately and keep people safe, demonstrating the importance of innovation in natural disaster management. Volcanoes can impact local and global economies. Eruptions may disrupt air travel, damage infrastructure, and affect agriculture. On the other hand, volcanic regions attract tourists and provide valuable resources like minerals and geothermal energy. Balancing these risks and benefits is a challenge for many communities. Scientists around the world study volcanoes to unlock their secrets. Research includes fieldwork, laboratory experiments, and computer modeling. By understanding how volcanoes work, researchers can improve prediction, reduce risks, and learn more about the Earth's inner workings. Volcanoes are a popular topic in schools and museums. Educational programs teach students about geology, earth science, and natural hazards. Hands-on activities, models, and field trips help people of all ages appreciate the power and importance of volcanoes in shaping our world. As our understanding of volcanoes grows, so does our ability to live safely with them. Advances in science and technology will continue to improve monitoring and prediction. By respecting the power of volcanoes and preparing for their risks, we can coexist with these incredible forces of nature. Volcanoes connect people around the world through shared experiences of awe and challenge. International cooperation in research, disaster response, and education helps communities prepare for eruptions and recover from their impacts. Volcanoes remind us that we all share a dynamic, ever-changing planet. The dramatic beauty of volcanoes sparks creativity in many fields. Writers, filmmakers, and musicians draw inspiration from eruptions and landscapes. Volcanoes symbolize both destruction and renewal, making them powerful metaphors in art and storytelling. Communities living near volcanoes often develop strong bonds, working together to prepare for and recover from eruptions. Shared experiences create resilience and a sense of identity. Festivals, traditions, and stories celebrate the unique relationship between people and their volcanic landscapes. Despite the risks, people and nature show remarkable resilience in the face of volcanic eruptions. Ecosystems recover, communities rebuild, and life continues. This resilience is a testament to the adaptability and strength found in both the natural world and human society. Volcanoes are among the most powerful and fascinating features of our planet. They shape landscapes, influence climate, and inspire awe. By studying volcanoes, respecting their power, and preparing for their risks, we can better understand our world and our place within it. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fiery world of volcanoes.